Oh man. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. I had to go to my audio interface because I had it on the wrong input channel. And I do that sometimes when I just want to instantly turn the mic off without powering the 48 voltage power that powers the mic. Okay, thank you all for showing up. I really appreciate it. We're going to have a great show today. No music. I got to fix a driver, audio driver. I updated my Mac. I got to hurry up and get a PC every time. It's just, PC's a lot more easier. You got to need a third-party audio device or driver, in this case, to allow the Mac to capture audio. It doesn't do it. I think it's how they do the audio channels on Mac. And Mac, I think, only use one audio channel. So I'm gonna buy me a nice PC sometime next year. But yeah, we're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna have a great, exciting show today. We're gonna talk about Hellblade 2 and the blowback from that, with all the tears and the crying and the pain that the other side is displaying on Twitter and all over social media. We're going to talk about my Game Awards impressions of what I seen. How did I rate the show? And thirdly, we're going to talk about the future of Xbox, okay? Let me do this. We're going to talk about the future of Xbox. They have a bright future ahead of them. In 2022, it's going to be an amazing year for Xbox and for Game Pass, with a plethora of first-party content, a plethora of third-party content, and everything in between. And we're going to get into it. And it's just, every day it feels like there's being a game announced that's going to be day and date in Game Pass. I think Sniper Elite 5 just got announced for Game Pass PC and Game Pass on the Xbox. So every day, big games, big third-party games, along with the first-party games that we're going to see next year and beyond. The roadmap is incredible. So if you are a part of the Xbox community, you should be excited that I know we didn't start off this year strong in terms of content, right? We got through that. But we ended this year strong. And we're going to go into next year even stronger. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to celebrate that because it is a cause to be happy if you're a part of the Xbox community. So, okay. So I want to thank everybody for joining, and we're going to have a heck of a show. Shout out to 6200 Block. Shout out to JD. Shout out to my boy Noah. Shout out to Frozen Magma. Shout out to my brother King's Blood. Who's a bot? He's just a PC bot. You know, he get all his Xbox games on the PC, right? It means you're a bot. You're part of the Xbox community. I know you got that PlayStation 5. You ain't playing nothing on that PlayStation 5, bro, but 2K, bro. You probably ain't booted that bitch up in about 15 months. I know you haven't. You ain't finna play Kena, and you damn sure ain't finna play Ratchet and Clank. You don't play Souls type games. All you playing is Madden and 2K on that, Brother King. But that's my bro. He say, I'm a god. But now that PlayStation games is going to PC, I don't even know if you need that PlayStation anymore, brother. But we'll see. 3090 God. Big God. Yeah, Big King. Shout out to my brother, man. Master Sip 40, what's up? Thank you for showing up, man. So we're going to get to it, man. Because you know I got some people to call out, right? I have some people to call out. Right? It's a lot of pain going around these streets. Huh? It is a lot of tears, whining, and cap going around these streets. Huh? Hellblade 2, baby. That's what we're going to start off with. Hellblade 2. And it's gone. Look, and I'm going to start off like this. Have I beaten the first Hellblade? Hell no. Have I played the first Hellblade? Hell yes. Do I have time to beat it before the next one come out? Hell yeah. Is it a short game? Hell yeah. We're going to use hell for Hellblade. You hell right. I ain't going to say you damn right. I'm going to say you hell right. Because it's a hell of a day for the Xbox community now. It is one hell of a day for the Xbox community. So before I get into Hellblade, I just need to say something, right? Because it's this notion in the gaming community overall, right? That you have to, in order for you to be happy for something or excited for something, that you have to have played whatever you're happy or excited about, or unless you're capping. Let's get to this. Look, I'm going to take my brother King, for example. King has brought every Forza that has came out. He is a race enthusiast. And at some point, he's going to put hundreds, maybe days of hours in Forza Horizon 5 and even the next Forza Motorsports. I'm not a race enthusiast. Can I be happy for the game? Because I know my brother has content that he's like that's going to make him happy, that's going to make... Hell yeah, I can do that. I don't have to play it. When you be happy for content, it just don't have to be for yourself. It could be for the community and people around you, right? Once again, my brother King likes Skyrim. He played hundreds of hours in them RPGs, right? I'm not into that. When Elder Scrolls 6 come out, am I going to be happy about it? Yes. Not because I'm going to play it, because I know my bro going to be happy that that game is finally out and that he has access to it. So when in this gaming community, we have to cut this shit out, right? You can be happy for content, whether you play that content or not, because you might know somebody that's excited for that content. So you can be happy for them. Or you could just be happy for the Xbox community overall. This notion that you can't be excited for something unless you played it is fucking terrible. And it needs to stop. And you might say you was happy for a game before it came out. And that game came out and it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. So you didn't put that many hours into it, but you gave it a shot. You can't even do that no more. They taking your tweet saying, look how you was bigging this game up versus the hours you put in the game. Yeah. I bigged the game up because when it first was shown, I thought it was going to be something. But when I actually played it, it wasn't. So I didn't put that many hours in it. Because it wasn't what I thought it was. We got to cut that shit out of this game community, bro. We got to learn to be happy for content, not only for ourselves, for our brothers that we play with, and for the community that we are involved in, right? But, you know, I'm a part of the toxicity. I'm not going to lie. So I know what comes with that. And that's why I leave my profiles open on PlayStation and on Xbox. Go look at my profile. Go look at my achievements. Go look at the hours I'm putting in games. I don't care. I don't. In my Stephen A voice, I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care. You can post screenshots of it on Twitter. You can tweet about it. I'm good. I'm not going to lose any sleep over so-called exposure in terms of what I play, how I play, and how long I play. Okay? What's up? What's up, everybody? So I'm going to get these super chats. Dirk Griggity with the $10. Thank you, brother, for your support. One of the true bots in this community. And I urge you all, if you are not, to subscribe to Dirk Griggity's channel, We Bleed Green, an awesome Xbox podcast with a plethora of Xbox members on that podcast. And they talk Xbox. They talk positive about Xbox too. So make sure you all are subscribed to his channel. Make sure you all are supporting his content. That's a good brother right there. He has had me on his podcast quite a few times, and it's an open door for me for any time that I want to come on his show and discuss and talk anything and everything Xbox. Dirk Griggity says, keep doing your thing, post up. Loving the consistency with the content. Thank you, brother. This is consistency. I might say this is everybody doing Vlogmas. I might vlogcast. This is my vlogcast. You feel me? Vlogmas podcast series or something. You know? Shout out to Floyd Mayweather with the $5. I'm going to pull an AP99. Horizon Forbidden West grass isn't moving when walking through it. Wait, hold on. Hey, Floyd, it's too. Hey, you just hop right in. That's what you want. You just hop right in on that. I'm going to pull an AP99. Horizon Forbidden West grass isn't moving when walking through it. Water physics aren't there, and structure didn't dismantle after explosion. Wow. That's on the new for. You're not talking about the first one, Floyd. You're talking about the new one that come out in February, right? My God. What are we doing here? Let me read that again. He say, AP99, y'all know him on Twitter. He is on Twitter, and he just be going in on games. He don't spend time playing the games. He just spend time in the world seeing what the physics and things that should react the way they supposed to. And if they don't, he's making content about it and calling the developers out, right? And so Floyd, he's saying the grass isn't moving when walking through it. The water physics aren't there, and structure didn't dismantle after explosion. Maybe I gotta go back and look at that trailer. That is something. Master Sith 40 with the $2. Damn, ponies really out here crying over Hellblade. Yes, they are. Shout out to Gotta Be a Legend, Sagbag. Who is that? Overdone, Ty Kid 86, JD Depadas 9064. I got Dirk Griggity, Merkenstein, Mark Page with the $5. Let's talk about how you said that Halo campaign was looking mid. Brother, you need to go. I think that was 1 or 2 shows ago, or maybe my last show. You need to go watch that, player. I took a L on that. You don't have to bring that up right now, okay? I know I took a L on the Halo campaign, okay? All right? You ain't got to put that out there, okay? I appreciate you did it in the super chat, but you could have just whispered it in the chat regularly. I would have seen it. You ain't got to tell everybody that probably wasn't here when I said it, that I said Halo campaign was mid. And I turned around and took my L, okay? We're going to keep it going, all right? But shout out to you, Mark. Shout out to you, Mark Page. Thanks for reminding me of that. Bay Area with the $5. Ponies are finally realizing that Xbox ain't playing this gen. Flight Sim, Forza Horizon 5, Stalker 2, and Hellblade 2 all look better than any PS5 game. Bay Area, do your thing, bro. Talk your talk. Say what you got to say. Ain't nobody going to stop you. Ain't nobody gonna stop you over here for saying what you gotta say, player. Cause you talking that talk. Keep talking that talk. We like to hear that on this side. Verge Brizzle, what's up? Frozen Magma with the $5. Horizon definitely doesn't want to rematch with Zelda. It will lose just like in 2017. Wow. Just like in 2017. Now, I don't know about Zelda. I don't do the Nintendo stuff. I ain't had no Nintendo in years. I'm thinking of getting a Switch for my children. You know, if they can act right. Sometimes they get so caught up in this technology, they forget the things that's going on around them and what you ask them to do. You say, go do that, and they just like this. Okay, Dan, I'm going to do it. So that'll make it work. And we'll see, though. We'll see. Derek Robinson, thank you for putting that respect publicly on Halo campaign. And look, let me tell you something. All right. For those that wasn't here, you either could go see the last show or the last couple shows I did where I changed my opinion and my perspective on Halo. All right. I started the campaign, but I haven't had the opportunity to play in a couple of days. I'm actually still getting this room together, in my office together. I got new work equipment, old work equipment going out, and new work equipment going in. So I had to all type of documents and make sure I shipped it back right and stuff like that. But I will be, after the show, I'm going to hop on Halo campaign, and I'm going to pick up where I left off, which is at the first boss. I'm going to try to put a lot of hours in today, because right now I'm only at the beginning of Halo and at the first boss, and I stop right there. And I'm on Legendary, so it's going to take me probably a couple hours to beat that first boss. That's how tough that first boss is. But once I get past that, I go up to the surface, everything opens up, and then we're going to go from there. But for those that wasn't here, I'm going to tell you right now, I took an L on the Halo campaign. It is incredible. All the way up into the first boss to where I'm at, it is freaking incredible. Is in terms of the fight sequences, they're usually in past Halos, the fight sequences was just as linear as the map was, right? Meaning that usually you was approaching your enemy head on. You might hide behind an object or anything like that, but in some areas there really wasn't enough movement for you to approach things tactically. At least from my understanding, my remember of past Halo campaigns. Until you get out in the open world where they had the big maps and stuff like that, then you could choose. In this game, I really like how you're able to approach the enemy and how you're able to choose and make choices, whether you want to go stealth, whether you want to do some go in guns blazing, whether you want to hide behind objects in the world and take your time, or you just want to run out there and go guns blazing. If you're playing on Legendary, I wouldn't recommend you're running out there with guns blazing. 1 or 2 shots, your shields are down. And then the third shot, you're dead. In some cases, if you're fighting a grunt and they hit you with the plasma pistol, the charged up plasma pistol, that one shot can kill you. It'll knock your shield down, and it'll kill you in one shot if you're not careful. Sometimes it'll just knock your shield down, and then it'll take one shot to kill you. So it's very difficult on Legendary. I initially went out there guns blazing. Because I took the grunts for granted. They kicked my ass, and then I fell back, started using the objects in the world as defense to shield from receiving some of the bullets and stuff. And then I start approaching some maps with stealth quietly, slapping the grunts and killing them while they sleep, because I know once they wake up, they're going to scream and make that noise, signifying to all the other enemies, whether they're in rooms or anything like that, to come. And sometimes when they did that, it was more enemies than I thought. You'll see 1 or 2, 3, maybe 4 grunts. And then soon they see you and they start making that noise. You got motherfucking banishes, you got elites, and all of them coming out of nowhere. So you're taking on more enemies than you will want to. So I got smart with that to kill them off before they can signal other enemies. That way I can control how I approach my battles. That way I can manage, instead of fighting all these enemies at once, I manage how I fought them in stages. Let me take out these grunts first, and then once I move ahead, that second stage of enemies that would have came in if I would have allowed the grunts to run off and scream, I can take them on by myself without having to worry about the grunts and everybody else. It is a great game, and I'm finding myself in this first part using every weapon. And I said this on a previous show. Usually in past Halos, you pretty just much work with the USNC weapons, unless you use the alien sniper rifle, which was really good, unless you had a sword or anything like that. But maybe you run with the pistol, the AR, the BR, or the shotgun. In this Halo, I'm using any weapon I can get my hands on because it's that tough. It's that difficult on Legendary. So I'm not being choosy about, even if I don't like the weapon, I'm picking that thing up and I'm using it. I don't care, because it's that difficult all I need is something in my hand to kill these enemies that are tough, that are smart, that are throwing plasma grenades at me. I got stuck a few times with a sticky grenade. Like, they aim is incredible. Their grenade placement is incredible, and how they just not throwing the grenades sporadically. How they place the grenades, where they place the grenades. They're doing, the AI is incredible. They're ducking behind objects too to shield off my bullets. If you knock their shield down, they recognize that they shield down, so they'll go and hide before they jump back out. They'll wait for their shields to regenerate, jump back out at you. Sometimes if you, depending on what side of the object you're sitting on, if they shoot you from the left side and you move to the right, they'll run to the over on the other side. And while you're doing that, distracting with somebody in the back, you might have some grunts running up on you to try to take you out from the back end. It's just incredible. And I ain't even got to the open world part yet, but it's Halo. It's Halo. Can I say it's the best Halo that we've had in years? I wouldn't say that, because I haven't had enough playtime with it. So respectfully, I'm not just gonna say something that I know I haven't had a much playtime in and just say it to be saying it, or saying it because I enjoy the Xbox community. I want to play it a lot longer to determine if it's the best Halo that we've gotten. Period. My guy Noah, he has completed the campaign on Legendary today. Shout out to Noah. 706 Gamer is in the chat. If you see 706 Gamer, he is a broadband bully. He is a part of the squad. At some point, click on his name. Subscribe to his channel. This nigga plays so many. I don't even know how this. Hold on. I got to give my brother Noah praise, because this nigga play anything. He play so many games. And I'm talking about whether it's new games, whether it's a game that's just coming out, whether it was first party, second party, third party, indies. He plays every fucking thing. And most of the time, he streams his content on Twitch, and then he'll upload it to his YouTube channel. So please click on his name, 706 Gamer, and subscribe to his channel. Support the brother. He's trying to get his subs up. He put out great content. Me and him is working on something behind the scenes. I don't want to say nothing about it yet, but me and him is working on something behind the scenes, and hopefully we'll be able to talk to y'all about it really soon. But click on his channel and support bro. If you want to see just, I don't care what game it is, brother. At some point, that nigga gonna have it, and that nigga gonna play it, all right? So shout out to bro. So let me scroll up and get the rest of these messages and keep calling people out. And then we gonna get to the nitty gritty. We gonna get to the tears. All I see is tears. All I hear is pain from the Sony ponies. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna talk about it. It is some hurt out there. So shout out to Emmanuel A1 with the $5. He said, "What's up, post up?" JID, what's the best part of the Game Award? JID was the best part of the Game Awards. Great moment for hip hop and gaming. I wasn't impressed by Hellblade 2 watching. What? Oh no. We're not finna. Look, I'm not finna move on from this super chat. Emmanuel A1 is one of a supreme. I put him in the Excalibur of Xboxes, of the bots, period. This is a supreme bot. And this man just jumped in my super chat and tell me he wasn't impressed by the best looking game on any console. After all the capping you do for Xbox, you pull up with the super chat on this, talking about you wasn't impressed with. Bruh, we're not doing that. Hey, if you in the chat, all my bots in the chat, tell this nigga Emmanuel A1 he is volcanoing right now. Tell Emmanuel A1 he is volcanoing right now. Because that's exactly what this man is. This man is volcanoing right now. The bot, out of all the stuff he capped for Xbox, the man damn near jumped on my neck when I was giving when I was calling Halo mid, and he gonna have the nerve to pull up in this chat and talk about he wasn't impressed by Hellblade 2. Lord have mercy. You must got some beat up ass internet. You must wasn't able to see that stream. Don't blame it on Hellblade 2. Blame it on your beat up ass internet. That's what we gonna blame it. Shout out to Brown. That nigga volcanoing right now. He's volcanoing. So moving along. Emmanuel A1, what's up? Dark Stalker 4, what's up? Tony Miller, what's up? My guy Noah said Halo Infinite is the best in the series. Halo is in good hands. Bungie can stay where they are at. Oh, we gonna see. Neverland, what's up? Braille, what's up? Mark Page, what's up? I got you. Joe, what's up? Kenta Wilson, what's up? Okay, let's get to it. Right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a let me do this. Cause I gotta put a screenshot up. I don't know if I want to play the video. All of y'all saw the video. Y'all have time to look at the 4K video, and stuff like that. So I don't really have to play it over and over again because I didn't watch this so much. I didn't watch the video so much. It just, I just had to, I didn't watch this so much. But this game, and we're going to talk about what everybody's assumptions of Hellblade 2 is, right? The assumptions that people have for Hellblade 2. Whether if it's downgraded, if the facial animation doesn't look good as the initial reveal trailer, what's going on? Does it come close to the in-engine version of the Hellblade reveal trailer? So we're going to talk about it. Because there's some salt out here in these streets, man. If you got some rice and eggs, and you know what I'm saying, the ecrassages, don't tell me for breakfast you ain't never had no rice with salt and pepper with some eggs, and you chop up them little ecrassages and you fry the motherfuckers in the skillet. Ain't fine. If you haven't, you need to. Oh no, let me do this. I'm switching to the wrong thing. Is it this? Okay. There she go. And disclaimer for everyone that's just showing up. All the police in the chat, before y'all even start commenting, let me talk to you. Before y'all even start commenting, no, I haven't beat Hellblade 2. Have I played Hellblade 2? Yes. Do I have opportunity to beat it? Yes. Am I going to beat it before the next one come out? Yes. So all you're capping about, why are you talking about Hellblade 2 when you haven't beat it? Because I can. Fuck is you talking about? Because I can. Let's go. Because I can. Let's go. So. Look. I did not know Hellblade 2 was going to open up the Game Awards until I saw that Ninja Theory logo. But it definitely set the tone and the stage for the rest of the show, right? The game looks freaking incredible. It is level above anything we have seen so far, right? It is levels above anything we have seen so far. At the time, I was at the police station, and I was watching the Game Awards from my phone, and I was just in awe. I kept looking at the screen like, what the fuck? No way. What? I kept saying, what is going on? Because Jeff, prior to the trailer, had reiterated that, look, this is not no cutscenes. This is not CGI cinematics. This is real gameplay. And he had to make sure he stressed that everything you see in this video is real gameplay. So when it dropped, oh my God. Magnifico. And it definitely set the tone for the rest of the show. Because after that initial trailer played, every other game behind it, yeah, I don't know. It just set itself apart. Now, it was games like the Ark Raiders game from Embark Studio looks incredible. Okay, looked incredible. All right. What I want to start off with is the capping on the internet, because immediately after the showing of the gameplay, the other side, that's what we're going to call them, the other side immediately created their defense, right? And their defense was the gameplay has been downgraded. Matrix demo looks better. Horizon Forbidden West looks better. That was their defense. So they start capping immediately, right? Immediately. And I'm like, and I'm sitting up there thinking, okay, if you go back to the reveal trailer, right? If you go back to the reveal trailer of Hellblade 2, when Phil came on stage, he literally said, this is in-engine. He never said anything from the Hellblade 2 reveal trailer was in-game. He said it was in-engine. Ninja Theory confirmed on Twitter that it was in-engine, right? Now, with the character models, Epic confirmed that the character models in their reveal trailer was real-time and in-engine, right? Well, what does in-engine mean? Why would a game developer show you an in-engine trailer? Well, anything in-engine is to show you what the engine is capable of, to show you the capabilities of that engine in terms of the games that they're working on. Now, a lot of things that are done in-engine can't be done in gameplay because you're going to have performance hits trying to run that real time in gameplay. That's why they show you in engine. Now, what they show you in engine, it's not going to necessarily look like that when they start creating the gameplay. What they're telling you is these are all the features and effects that this engine is capable of in context of the game that we are creating. But what we're going to do is we're going to try to get as close to the in-engine portion of this game as possible. In-engine is not gameplay. It's not real-time gameplay. Most games, if not all games that run in-engine, have post-processing effects that probably couldn't run during gameplay. Okay? Due to the performance hit, due to how powerful that system, the hardware is, maybe due to memory bandwidth, CPU, and so much other stuff that comes that you have to take into consideration with that, right? So, the reveal trailer wasn't gameplay. It had no gameplay in that reveal trailer. What they were showing you was what the capabilities of the engine in their target, right? They were showing you their target. This is our target. This is what we are trying to achieve. And we're going to show you this in the best light in engine. Now, this is not gameplay. This is our target, right? So when this trailer dropped, they initially say it's downgraded. And I asked, from what? What is that Hellblade 2 gameplay trailer downgraded from? Because we never got gameplay in the first place. We've never got gameplay in the first place. How can Hellblade 2 gameplay be downgraded from gameplay we've never gotten? And nowhere along the lines did Ninja Theory or anybody at Microsoft call that reveal trailer in-game. No one said that reveal trailer was in-game. All we said was that it was in-engine. Pony said it was CGI. That was the argument. That was the argument. This is in engine. This is, and the ponies. Oh, it's CGI. It's cinematics. It's in engine. It's running in engine. It's not gameplay. Right? So we always said that if they could come even close to what they showed us in engine, then Hellblade 2 is going to look amazing. And my God, that gameplay trailer that they showed at the Game Awards, bruh, environment-wise, NPC-wise, everything came damn near, I won't say, damn near close, 1-to-1 probably, with what they showed in the reveal trailer. Look at the environments. Look at the fire. Go back and look at the reveal trailer, how the fire was in there and how the fire was in the gameplay trailer. They came very fucking close to that reveal trailer. Now, people are crying and saying, well, the character models look terrible. They don't look like the reveal trailer. Well, character models and things like that, when you're looking at them, a lot of that comes down to lighting. Lighting can change how anything looks. Depending on how lighting is, it can make something look bad or it can make something look super good. I went back to the gameplay trailer for Hellblade 2 and I rewatched it, right? And I was looking at her face. Her facial, it looks amazing. You guys got to go back and really watch that trailer. I think everybody was focused on cinema. They weren't even watching what was going on around her. It is so much shit going on. Like the two guys jumping off the rock, jumping on the giant, stabbing them in the back. When the guy, and shout out to my brother, KLL, because he made me go back and watch it. When the giant grabbed the dude and bite his body in half, the blood and intestines from his body leaks out his body. Like this, bruh, it's a lot of things, a lot of nuances that going on in that trailer that makes it so incredible. So the other side is going to yell downgrade. You know why? Because they don't have anything that looks like it right now. They don't have anything that looks like it right now. And we didn't see the 25 games that Sony told them was in the making. We ain't see one of those games at the Game Awards show. Ain't nobody talking about that. Huh? Ain't nobody. Why the ponies ain't talking about how they celebrated and tried to throw 25 PlayStation titles that's in the making in our face, and not one didn't show up at the game, unless you consider Horizon Forbidden West a part of one of those 25. What happened? They showed you the little children, the little children game. We still waiting on the hundreds of shows Sony promised y'all. But let me get back into this, man. Hellblade 2 looks incredible, and the salt is real. And nobody on Twitter has answered my question. How could gameplay be downgraded when there was no initial gameplay in the first place? I can see if that reveal trailer was gameplay, right? I can see if that reveal trailer was gameplay. And then you come back 2 years later and say, look, here's an update on the gameplay that we showed y'all in the reveal trailer. And then the one that they showed 2 years ago looks incredible. And then we get this version this year. Then I agree with you and say, yeah, it's a slight downgrade there. But you can't downgrade gameplay if it was never no gameplay shown in the first place. What are we doing here? Sony ain't shown nothing this year, and none of the Sony fans are talking about it. All they know is that they getting Horizon Forbidden West, right? Next year, they're getting Gran Turismo 7 in March. I'm talking about first party titles. They don't know when God of War is coming out. Wolverine might take about 4 or 5 years, depending. Spider-Man 2 is coming out in 2023. And the rest is what? Third-party games? Third-party deals that they set up to get exclusive? Microsoft gave us a roadmap all the way up into 2024. We know at some point that the list of games that we have for Xbox can extend from 2022 to 2023 all the way into 2024, maybe even 2025. No one is talking about that, and they're not going to talk about it because they don't hold Sony accountable, and they use Xbox news to deflect from even to have to pay attention to the shit that Sony's doing right now. So they spend their time focused on anything Xbox so they don't have to talk about Sony. So they don't have to talk about Sony. The game is not downgraded. And for us, and for that to be the first gameplay reveal of Hellblade 2, it comes pretty damn close to that in-engine trailer. Pretty damn close. I went. Hold on. My daughter. Hello? What's up? What's up? I'm doing something. What? What is it? Ruby, speak up. I'm streaming right now. What's up? Can you have Snapchat?
Yeah, I won't post nothing. I'll just take pictures.
Oh hell no! You gotta wait. I gotta set that up for you. No. We'll talk about it. Bye.
Okay.
Calling me for some. You see, my daughter is 9 years old. Look, hold on. My daughter is 9 years old, and she just called me and said, "Daddy, can I download Snapchat? I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna use it to take pictures." Girl, you got a damn camera on your phone. What you need Snapchat to take pictures for? You might want the filters. I ain't gonna cap. You're 9 years old. What you Snapchatting for? Who you Snapchat? You ain't got no audience. Are your friends at school? I can see that. You got a damn camera on your phone to take pictures. What you need Snapchat to take pictures for? Hold on for just a second here. Yeah, buddy. I got to sit down and talk to her about that, and maybe put some, if they have some parental provisions on there that I can put in place, because we know what's happening on the other side. I'm just saying. I ain't throwing no soda, anything, but we know what's happening in these social media platforms and what the people out here trying to do. We know what's happening on the other side. We know what they doing over there. I ain't throwing no shame. I'm just saying, bro. You gotta keep your kids safe out here on these social media platforms. You got these corporate people out here trying to, I'm just saying. I ain't trying to throw shade or nothing. I mean, it's the truth. You feel me? And since I seen it, I gotta be extra careful with my children. She 9. The next one's up by 13. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody in there with a PS5 shirt on talking about some. I'm gonna send you my GPS location. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Trying to entice you. I'll give you a PS5 though if you come through. I'll give you a PS5 if you come. No, we're not doing that. Let me see here. Let me get. Shout out to Emmanuel A1 with the $2. UE5 Matrix trailer wasn't impressive. 30 frames per second. Yeah, it wasn't 30 frames per second. It was impressive, though. I'm not going to knock it. It was impressive. In the beginning, you were on rails. It pretty much controlled that cutscene for you. And that cutscene was running at 24 frames per second, and then it kind of switched between that to gameplay of you shooting. But it was impressive, and the reason why I say that is impressive because it's showing you the capabilities of Unreal Engine 5. Remember the first demo we got of Unreal Engine 5 was on a PlayStation, right? And it was showing you pretty much in a rocky area what you can do with rock formations and stuff like that when that night and all that stuff. In this, they're showing you, look, if you want to use Unreal Engine 5 to create major cities that's major populated with cars and all that stuff and destruction, this engine is capable of that too. It's not just an engine that looks good with rock formations and things like that. So I think that's one thing they was trying to get across. Because if you look at, even if you look at the demo that, the internal demo that Coalition released, a lot of that was rock formation, similar to what Sony showed. I'm glad they showed this to give you a different perspective of Unreal Engine 5 to say, hey, it's not just look good with games that using all these rock formation and these all these high graphical pictures that they putting in from Quixel and all that stuff, that we can create large, major metropolitan cities with large NPC environments and with cars and all of this stuff going on. So I think it was just showing the versatility of the engine, because a lot of what we seen prior to this demo was a lot of rock formation and stones and stuff like that. And that's cool, but you know, sometimes you got to show the versatility of the engine, and I think they got that across. Rape the Emperor with the $5. Keep up the content post and drop that LP already. Wraith, I am working on it. It's kind of hard. It's been kind of hard to do music lately. I just moved, so when I get situation, I gotta soundproof this room I'm in before I start recording and doing music. Ain't no need of me doing it if when I start recording I got sound bouncing everywhere when I'm trying to mix and stuff and get the sound quality where it needs to be. So I'm gonna give y'all a dope project. Shout out to my brother King Blood. He most likely gonna be the producer of that project, because I'm gonna use a lot of the beats that he sent me, which are incredible. And I don't think y'all even know that King's Blood is a producer and he dope on the beats. He don't say nothing about it. He never talks about it. He probably only talks about it behind scene or when we in the Discord. But he is an amazing producer. He has a good ear for beats and for sounds and stuff like that. And you know, I'm just appreciative that he trusts me with his tracks. You know what I'm saying? Usually producers will let you know, like, if you whack as hell, nah, they won't send you shit. They'll be like, all right, I'll send you something, and you'll never get an email. That'll tell you whack as hell. They don't want you on their shit. So he sent me a lot of tracks. So we're gonna a lot of the songs y'all like in Z intro, them his beats. Outside of the funeral track, a lot of the tracks, and there's some old stuff in there that he didn't, but the ones y'all really say y'all like, a lot of them is his beats. So shout out to, let me see. Yep. Shout out to Erodimus with the $5. Good job, Post. You got one job as a dad. It's to keep her off the You damn right. Fuck is you talking about? You damn right. Look, they pulling up a PS5 shirts out here trying to, man, but they trying to get people out here, bro. I'm just because I ain't throwing no shade or nothing. I'm just saying we know what happened on the other side. We know what happened on the other side. Yo, shout out to Mark Page with the $5. Why doesn't Forspoken look like the UE5 demo? It looks bad now. Hey, Mark, let's talk about that, right? Let me turn off my oil. I turned it on because I was about to boot up Halo, but I'll do that when I'm done. Let's talk about that, right? These ponies you gotta watch how they work. Watch how they work. Notice they will as long as it's Xbox news out there that they can flip, turning a positive into a negative, they will use that information so they won't have to look what's going on in their own neck of the woods. Ain't nobody talking how Forspoken doesn't look like the initial reveal trailer. But yet we can spend all day on Twitter, ponies, right? And look, and my guy Z made this very assessment, and I forgot about this. When the first Hellblade, right? When the first Hellblade was announced for the PlayStation exclusively, it was a time exclusive, right? When they first showed it, oh, ponies went crazy. They was taking screenshots about Ninja Theory's a wizard. Look how good this game looked. You know why? Because at the time it was exclusive to PlayStation, and they knew it wasn't coming to Xbox, right? They hyped that shit to the moon, right? And when Hellblade dropped, it only sold 250,000 copies, right? Shout out to my brother Porter Rock, who is one of the supreme ponies in the pony community. Shout out to my brother Porter Rock, who called the whole PlayStation community out on this. He was pissed. He simply said, we cannot sit up here, hype these games, post these screenshots, and clown the other side, and when the game released, it only sold 250,000 copies. I remember the show he did. Because it was funny. And he hopped on Z Show. He was a panel member on Z Show when we was discussing that. He said, no, I'm not for the cap. We can't sit up here and hype this game up and say this and that and this and that and then not go out and buy it. He said it shouldn't have sold 250,000 copies based on the hype that the ponies did. Yeah, D. Potter, P-Rock lost his man. He was like, what? He thought it wasn't real. 250,000 copies out of all the hype that the Sony fan base did for that game, right? Because at that time it was showing the power of the PS4. Oh, here goes another PS4 game that looked better than the Xbox game, and it's exclusive to PlayStation. Yeah, look at this shit. You gonna buy it? No. How many it sold? 250,000. It looked good. Why you didn't buy it? I don't know. Well, why was you hyping it up? Cause it made the other side console look weak. That what we doing here? Hey, Chris, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. Look, I'm gonna point this nigga out. Right? He's a pony. He's a singer. Evidently, he's a singer, and supposedly a chef. Right? This nigga is in every Xbox podcast. He is subscribed to every Xbox channel. Ask him how many PlayStation channels Chatty be in. Ask him how many PlayStation podcasts he pull up to. He can't pull up to that many because every time we see him, he on this side with us. He is on this side with us. How you a pony and you don't hang with the pony community? You spend more time in Xbox chats than you do with your pony brethren, Chris. We not finna do this, player. What are we doing here? We're not finna do this. This nigga. Look at him. He ain't got nothing to do. You know why? Ain't no pony podcast out here right now. That's why he always over here talking shit with us. Look at him. Tell that nigga to go sing a tune or something, go cook a meal or something. This is the Xbox show over here. We talk Xbox. We good over here. We in a positive mood. We gonna call out the foolery though. And the foolery though is that Y'all cap for a game and didn't even buy it. And these same people from this community that probably didn't buy it or didn't play the game or probably didn't beat it. Now, I know a lot of PlayStation dudes that have played it and that have beat it. So I'm going to point that out. But these same people be up in my game profiles telling me that I ain't played. Nigga, you ain't even buy the game. You ain't even buy the game. You ain't buy it. 250,000 copies when it dropped. 200. It was more than 250,000 ponies capping for the game. Some ain't right. Some wasn't right. And like I said, shout out to my bro Porter Rock, who kept it real and called out the whole PlayStation community for that, right? Then the Xbox version comes out. And you know what they say? They said, the game is dog shit. Y'all can have that game. It's boring. So they went from hyping the game and the graphics. And look, they weren't even hyping the gameplay of the game. They were just hyping how the game looks. And this is consistent with the PlayStation community. They was hyping how the game looked because they was looking for a power narrative W over the Xbox. So they didn't really care about the game. And the sales numbers showed that when it dropped. They didn't care about the game or care about playing it. They just wanted to use these screenshots as a W to say the PS4 is more powerful than the Xbox or the Series X or the One X. That's all they used it for, and a lot of them out there doing it. It is a pony on Twitter right now, and y'all might know him. Gutierrez, is that his name? Gutierrez? He's a pony. Y'all know who I'm talking about. If you're in the chat and y'all know who I'm talking about, that pony Gutierrez, right? That be on Twitter, capping for PlayStation. If y'all know who I'm talking about, let me know in the chat if you know who I'm talking about. Right? Let me know. The Gutierrez, I know y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing his name right. But y'all know that pony on Twitter. That Gutierrez dude. Guess what? He doesn't own the PlayStation 5. He does all that capping for Sony and PlayStation, and he doesn't own the PlayStation 5. Most of them ponies don't. But guess what he do own? A Series X. This is the only thing I couldn't get my hands on. So you're that much of a pony, right? You're shitting on the Series X and Xbox, right? You're bigging up Sony, but you don't own their system. And you such a pony that you couldn't wait to get a PS5 because you didn't want to play on this terrible system. So you chose to get a Series X. Something ain't that up. If you that much of a pony, you would have waited on the PS5. You would have stuck with your PS4 because most of the PS5 games are cross-gen. So you could have waited. You ain't initially had to jump out the gate. Why did you go buy a Series X? Why did you go buy a Series X? Well, that was the only thing I could get. But you're a pony. And what you pony says that there's nothing on the Series X that's of value that will want me to purchase that system. Right? But you went and got a Series X. And all this time you playing on the Xbox, you on Twitter shitting on it and don't have a PS5. This is what they do. This is what they do. And guess what? I put out a tweet a while ago, right? Where I showed my Series X and I showed my PlayStation 5, I think. I showed both of them, right? And I wanted to do an experiment. And I said whether you own one console or both consoles. I said console. Every day, every time I podcast, I pronounce a word incorrectly. Get used to it. I'll be tweaking, I know. But I made a tweet just to see was the ponies that be on Twitter that took all this PlayStation shit, would they pull up in the comment section showing they hardware, showing the hardware. And guess what? Majority, if not all of them, none of them showed up. That's how I know Gutierrez had a Series X and not a PlayStation. None of them showed up. None of your LEDs and all them who sit on Twitter all day and make these PlayStation tweets, none of them hopped in a chat showing that they actually own the system. I'm telling you. So what I'm gonna start doing? Hold on, let me get these super chats. So what I'm gonna start doing? When like they do with me with my games, post you hyping that game, show me you played it. You hyping that system, show me you got one. And that's what the tweet about. Everybody doing all this. Let's see who really got what they hyping about. And none of them niggas showed up. None of the main PlayStations on Twitter hopped in that comment section to show their hardware. But guess what? They're hopping my comment section to downplay anything I'm saying about Xbox, to big up Sony and PlayStation. They're hopping my chat to do that. But they didn't hop in that comment section when I asked niggas to pull up and show their receipts so whether they own these hardwares or not. So on the other side, the only dude I know that buy everything is, and I think he in the chat, my brother Kratos. Now me and Kratos go back and forth and all that stuff. That's my brother though. Brother, I learned a lot from that man, and he's cool. And I know a lot of Xbox dudes don't like him, but that's not true. You like the character, you don't like the character he play on Twitter. You have to get to know Kratos as a person. It's two different people. The character that Kratos portrays on Twitter is funny, and he's cool. I'm not mad at him. He gets under y'all skin intentionally, and he successfully do it by the way y'all react. Kratos as a person is even better. Got a heart of gold. And will do anything for anybody within whatever, if it's viable for him and he can pull it off, whether you Xbox or PlayStation, he'll take care of you. If it's genuine, right? That's my. Now I know I can't cap with him. He don't have to pull up to the comment section. That nigga buy everything. Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, any electronic gadget, Air Pilot, controllers, all racing reel. That nigga buy everything. So he don't have to pull up to the comment section. It's a given with him. You know what I'm saying? He be behind the scenes showing so much shit. Nigga, how much shit could you buy in one day? Every day you're showing us something, an order or something. Controllers, all types of shit. You know? But none of them other niggas showed up. And I know Porter Rock got it. I know Bari got it. Bari got a PS5. And he also brought a laptop so he could play Xbox games on his laptop. Right? None of them showed up with their PS5 or these high powerful PCs that they have. Remember, when Xbox games start going to PC, I don't need an Xbox. I could just play it on my PC. None of them showed up with these high powerful PCs. They don't even talk about these high powerful PCs no more. They don't. None of them do. Now, Christopher Hart showed a picture of his PlayStation 5 one day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know. He in the chat right now because he ain't got shit to play on there for the rest of the year, you know, until February. So he got time to talk. We see you, Chris. Shout out to Chris. You might try to do a song with Chris, get some vocals out of him. You feel me? Wouldn't that be something? Pony and Xbox doing a song together. That nigga put some bogus vocals on my shit. I'm gonna fuck that nigga up. All right, let me get some of these super chats and then we're gonna keep it going. All right, Gucci Man Chow with the $5. Demon Souls look better than Hellblade, and that gameplay looked just as dog shit as the first one. Let's see, that's the shit I'm talking about. The stupidity. Look at this chat. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Look, hold on. Let me look. This is crazy. Y'all look. Y'all look. I'm gonna read that one. Listen to the ignorance. This is what salt is. This is what pain is, right? He didn't say Horizon Forbidden West, which comes out in February, which looks better than Demon Souls, right? He had to go back to Demon Souls. The cap is real. The cap is, bruh say Demon Souls. Out of all the games he could have picked, bruh say Demon Souls. Out of all the games he could have picked, that nigga run up here in the super chat with Demon Souls. Somebody help that man. Somebody, look, I told y'all that we gonna pray for these ponies. We gonna pray for them. They in the now. They are in the now. Right? The mental issues that they dealing with off this one gameplay trailer, we gotta pray for them. We gotta pray for them. Look, I'm just gonna call you Man. Shout out to Man with the $5. I ain't saying that whole name. I'm not saying your whole name. Shout out to Man with the $5. Why are ponies hating on Hellblade 2? I don't know. And now they are trying to cap for a demo. These fuck niggas are a different breed. Yes. The first gameplay trailer, and they said that in the Game Award. This is the first gameplay trailer of Hellblade 2, right? They said it at the Game Awards. And they calling it downgraded. How can you downgrade something you haven't seen before? You never saw gameplay. This is the first time we ever seen gameplay footage of the game, and the ponies out here saying it's downgraded. From what? They never stated the reveal trailer was gameplay. And if you look at it, it's just different scenes from the game. Which probably could have been cutscene, a mesh of cutscenes or something like that from the game. Who knows what it was? It wasn't gameplay. It wasn't none of that. It was an in-engine. All right? Shout out to Greatness 84 with the $4.99. It's all fun till the rabbit has the gun. Laugh fall out. So hey, Greatness, you're damn right. You damn right. We got a lot of frauds out here in this community. A lot of frauds. You got a lot of these dudes who sit on Twitter all day downplaying this and downplaying that, and don't even own the console that they're even downplaying or the one that they're bigging up. Miguel Angel Barrios with the $4.99. Support to you, Chi-Town Xbox brother. Oh yeah, Chi City all day, brother. Salute. Chi City all day, brother. Salute. Thank you for your support. Who else we got? Okay, I didn't miss a lot. Okay. We got Departed 9064 with the $5. Post on PlayStation. It shows you what console they have. Yes. That's probably why a lot of them not friends with me on PlayStation, because it'll show if you're playing the PS5 or the PS4. The icons sit right next to their profile when they're playing. I'm saying these guys are frauds out here, bro. Just like, y'all know Omega Zio. Now, I'm going to briefly talk about Omega Zio because this guy is crazy, you know, and I had to block him on Twitter because his terrorist activities in terms of decision that PlayStation, you know, when you get to talking about killing people and all that stuff over video games, and because they're not, suicide, I'm going there. Now, I don't associate or involve myself with known terrorists. So we're going to, he's Volcano. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure all of y'all are familiar with his work and his disturbing tweets on Twitter. Now, it has come to my attention that he did all of that over Jim Ryan. He did all of that over PlayStation in terms of the direction they're taking PlayStation 5, their content and things like that. he doesn't own a PlayStation 5. He has the very first PS4. He doesn't even own a PS4 Pro. He owns the very first PS4. So you're on Twitter, right? You're shitting on Xbox. You're talking about PlayStation 5, their games. You talk about everything Sony. And you're not even in the next gen. Yes, Joe. He's on the very first PS4. The very first one. He doesn't own a PS5. He's not even in the name. How can you sit up here and talk next gen or have a next gen conversation and you don't own next gen hardware? But you're ready to send threats and go up to Sony offices and so-called shoot all these execs over content and hardware you don't even got. I tell you, these ponies are different. They are different. They are really different. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, this is crazy. But guess what? Bot? A lot of them do it. And you'll know the ponies on Twitter who actually have the hardware. You'll know them. If you're smart, you'll be able to know who doesn't have it. Right? You know the ones who don't take screenshots from their hardware. They got to go to Digital Foundry to take screenshots. You know the ones that go to these YouTube videos and get their screenshots from there instead of pulling the screenshots from their actual hardware. Yeah, you know the ones. Oh yeah, Sagbag, I'm calling them out. Show us your hardware. And even with PlayStation games, they go into the PlayStation site, grabbing screenshots that they uploaded. And these are the ponies that talk about buying games and supporting the developers, right? Why are you pulling screenshots off websites? Turn that game on. Take a screenshot from the actual game, brother. Don't go to Digital Foundry. Don't go to these other websites and stuff like that and grab screenshots. Just to prove a point and show that PlayStation is better than Xbox, go to your hardware, brother, if you got it. Go to your hardware if you got it. Don't show me a video of Digital Foundry analysis of that PlayStation. And why show me that video? You have the hardware in the game in front of you. Screen capture some video for your system and show us. Don't wait till Digital Foundry do it, because you buy PlayStation games, right? Y'all got me sidetracked. I probably be talking about something else right now. The super chat guy. But we're gonna get back on track in a minute. Don't go to Digital Foundry. Don't, and you know it. You know it by the ones that make the tweet. I can't wait for the Digital Foundry analysis. You know it. They don't have the hardware. They out here capping. They don't have the hardware. What's your PSN? My PSN is Post Up BBB, I think. My PSN, let me check my PSN app and double check for you. Y'all go on there. I don't be on that, my phone. I really don't. I power it up. It gets updated. It's in what's the name mode right now. I haven't played, but you know what? I did purchase. I did buy Kina. I got Kina, and I got the what is that other game? Damn, hold on, I'm finna tell y'all right now. And I will be playing those. Let me see here. It should be this one, yeah. Yep. I brought Kina, because I wanted to play it. I seen Noah playing it, and it wasn't what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be this kiddie game and Warp the Bam, but it turned out to be a very it turned out to be a very hard and like really technical game in terms kind of Demon Souls like. So I do want to play that, and then I brought what's that game with the rat? I don't know if that's a rat, but I know one of y'all know the game. It's an indie game. It looks pretty good graphically, and I think the lead character is a rat. It's not Biomutant. It's like a side scroller, for what I seen, and it just recently came out. I forgot the name of it, but I think my gamer tag on PSN is post up BBB. I don't know if it's underscore BBB, but it should be either post up BBB or post up underscore BBB. Now, when you go on there, my PSN and profile is open. You're not going to see a lot of trophies. You might not see a lot of completed games. I don't be on the shit. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't be on it. I haven't been on it. It's nothing to play. But I am gonna go when I get time. I'm gonna go play Kena, and I'm gonna go play. Yeah, Ty Kid. That's definitely it. I don't know if somebody could tell me that game I'm talking about with the rat with the big ass sword. It's like a side scroller indie game. It just came out. Hold on, I could turn on. Hold on. I got show your hardware. Right? Show your hardware. Don't run. Don't run. Fist. 6200 block. Thank you. Fist. So I purchased Kena and I purchased Fist. I haven't played them yet, but when I get an opportunity to, I am. It's not a rat, not a rat. It's a rabbit, not a rat. It's a rabbit rat or a rat rabbit. Oh, okay, it's a rabbit. So show your hardware. Look, they cap on me, but I have access to shit some of them don't. You capping for a system. Look, how did I get a PlayStation 5 before most of the ponies that shit on me or shit on the Xbox? How is the Xbox player? No, I ain't need for to keep going, but y'all know what it is. Yeah, Fist. Thank you, 6200 block. Thank you, Freddie Rain. It's a rabbit. I called it a rat. That's cool. Don't come at me for that. But I brought those two games. All right. And so I have, when I get it situated, I'm going to put LED lights in the room. I'm going to put LED lights behind the OLED and stuff like that. I'm going to put pictures and posters up on the wall and stuff. I'm going to make this a game/work office and stuff like that. And so the next time I stream, y'all won't see this in the background. Y'all be able to see the environment and everything behind me. It's going to be a slow process, but I'll get it done. And when I finish up, then I'll show y'all. I missed out on the Xbox refrigerators, but my guy just FaceTimed me earlier today. He got one, and what's happening is if you go online and they're saying out of stock, he's telling me you have to go in stores. They are in stores, so you have to actually go in the store and ask for them. And he said when a guy told him that they're doing that to prevent scalpers from getting them. So if you go online and you look for the Xbox refrigerator and you're like, man, they don't got it, they probably actually have it in the stores. And he was telling me how a couple of guys he walked in and was able to get one. So I'm going to probably go to a Target or something like that and see if I can get one, add that, and a couple of other things. Because all I got is white walls around me right now. They're plain white walls. And I can do some stuff. I got this. There's this guy in Chicago on 75th. Every day he set up with his vans and he have these dope paintings and pictures of artists and all type of black culture. And it's like, man, I'm going to go buy a couple from him, hang them on the wall because them pictures look freaking amazing. So I'm going to set it up right. So I buy on both sides. I support on both sides. I know I said in the other show that my brother Kratos tried to give me for it when I said why buy, we don't buy because Game Pass multiply. I was being sarcastic in saying that, using that in terms of Sony fans saying that Xbox guys don't buy games. But I brought those 2 games on PlayStation, as well as I brought Ratchet and Clank. I paid $70 for Ratchet and Clank because I thought it was going to be something, and it turned out it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Shout out to Departed 9064 with the $5. The Hellblade trailer raised the bar. Yes, it did. I'm sure Sony devs see what they need to beat. When there's competition for your dollar, the consumers always win. That is a perfect point. Not only that, I do want to say this. It didn't not only set the bar. Don't even think about Sony, right? Don't even think about Sony. Think about the Xbox studios. Think about all of the Xbox. You saw what InXile put up on Twitter? Like, damn, Ninja Theory, are y'all serious? You see what they put up. Think about what that video of gameplay will do for all the internal studios at Xbox. If that doesn't motivate them or put some fire under their feet to say, look, we thought we was doing something. Hold on, my lady calling. She might be ready. She getting her hair done. Hold on. All right, love you, baby. Yeah, look. Let me tell you something. That was my girl. She at the hair salon. So I got a lot of time right now. The kids with their mother. I am the only one in the house right now, and it is lovely. But let me tell you something. If you got a girlfriend and you got a wife, every time you get off the phone, tell them you love them. I'm talking about every phone call, no matter what it is. Make sure your last words is, I love you. Trust me. It goes a long way, believe me. All right. So, as I was saying, think what that would do for the internal studios, the Bethesdas, all the Bethesda studios. Think that what that would do, what that's showing, because I'm pretty sure, and I hope that gameplay trailer has lit a fire under that studio. You know, I know Playground Games ain't playing. They don't play. You look at what they did to Forza Horizon 5. I know they ain't playing. I know Fable is going to probably look otherworldly. I think people expect it to look good, but I think it's going to look otherworldly. I think it's going to look fucking amazing. But if that Hellblade 2 gameplay demo didn't set no fire under them internal studios, we have a problem. It should. They should take a look at their work and look at what Ninja Theory has done and say, look, we have to match or exceed that. That's what I want. I don't care what Sony is trying to. Sony already do their things with their first party content. They have set many bars with their first party content. I'm trying to light a fire under Microsoft ass. Get y'all asses up. Look at what y'all doing. If it doesn't look like Hellblade 2 or matches it anywhere, get your ass up. Get up. Get up. You got work to do. Because Playground and Ninja Theory can't be the only studios putting out quality content on that level. Get your ass up. Now, the Coalition helped port the Matrix demo over to the Series X. They also helped Epic with, I guess, with the creation of it. So we know that Coalition, when it comes to Unreal Engine, they are fucking wizards. They are wizards. So I can imagine, right? I can only imagine how the next Gears is going to look, or their next project. So Microsoft, you got 20-something studios over there. The Coalition, Playground, and Ninja Theory cannot be the only 3 studios out of 50 that you got producing quality content like that. Get your asses up. Get up. Go do something. I want stuff like that to make studios and step back and say, what are we doing here? Like, you know? And shout out to NXL. Like, they said they looked at that gameplay demo. They said, Ninja Theory, are y'all serious? Like, what the fuck is y'all doing over there? They taking care of business. Taking care of business. That's what they doing. They are taking care of business right now. Right? Because from what we was told, Microsoft don't have the talent or the studios to produce quality titles like that, to produce cinematic graphics like that. They don't have the talent or the studios. Remember that? Y'all remember? Y'all remember that's what we was told? That Microsoft don't have the talent? They don't have the developers. They don't have the studio to do what Sony done. Where they just outdid Sony with what Sony do. Because as far as I'm concerned, Hellblade 2 is levels above anything we have seen on any hardware right now, outside of PC. I won't include PC in there. But when it comes to the consoles, it's levels above anything we have seen so far. And we just seen Horizon. Well, we seen the Demon Souls, the Horizon Forbidden West. We even seen God of War Ragnarok gameplay. Or a trailer, whatever. And it's levels above that. And I went on YouTube afterwards, right? Hold on. Feel like I'm trying to get sick again. My nose running and stuff like that. Oh, don't do that now. Feel like I'm trying to get sick again. My nose running and stuff like that. So when I go off screen, it's to blow my nose and stuff like that because I don't want to get that in a mic or anything like that. But yeah, man, they have, and I can only imagine how the final product is going to be like. And just think. I read an article about this company Zivix Dynamics. It's the same company that worked with Sony, I think, on what was that, God of War? What was that, God of War? Spider-Man, one of those games, right? They helped Ninja Theory with Hellblade. And what they did was they did they was responsible for the troll / rock guy in that trailer. So that big troll, that giant troll that y'all seen, they was responsible for creating the assets, doing the animation, and creating the character for that, right? And they had a deadline. They had to do it in 1 month. So that big troll took 1 month. They did it in 1 month, and it was 3 people. So in 1 month, they did all the animations. They did all the assets, the character design. Then they did some machine learning. Let me bring this up on screen. Let me show you what they said here, just to kind of give y'all a glimpse behind. What is it? I think it's this right here. Nah. Give me just a second. I ain't even bring it up on screen. Let me do this here. And then we're gonna go here. And I'm on my MacBook. This is my Mac Mini, rather. And let's see here. Is this it? Nope. And let me see here. That's Chrome. Oh, there we go. Right here. Oh no, I am tweaking. Is it this? Oh no, here we go. Okay, here we go right here. So let me get this on screen for y'all. Let me look and see what y'all can see. Okay, y'all can't see it. Okay, so let me fix this, right? Let me bring this down. And let me bring this over so y'all can see. Okay. Let me bring that over. And so this is them talking about, they said the trade-off for the gigantic film quality results, however, was a render speed of 6 hours per 50 frames, leading to hundreds of hours of baking on a 15 machine Amazon cluster. So to transform this large film asset, so they're using large film assets into a real-time game character. Zivy fed over 12 gigabytes of performing capture data along with the high-quality Zivy FX simulation into their Zivy real-time trainer. This technology used machine learning to train the troll assets to perform all of the animations along with novel poses in real time while maintaining the rich dynamics of the original simulation. As a result, the final machine learning troll body performed at a fully interactive frame rate of under 3 milliseconds per frame in Unreal Engine 4.26 and was ready to be handed back to the innovation-loving Ninja Theory team. Now, so this tells me that, one, that Ninja Theory is probably still on Unreal Engine 4.26, that they haven't moved over to Unreal Engine 5. This what they tell me. Frame rate on 3 milliseconds per frame in Unreal Engine 4.26. So this May, I don't know if they're using Unreal Engine 5 yet, but Epic made it possible this time to transfer any of your Unreal Engine 4 assets right over to Unreal Engine 5 and pick up where you left off. And I think you couldn't do that previously, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So that lets me know that they're probably still using Unreal Engine 4, and it's probably a modified version of it. Because most developers, when they get these engines, they do their own tweaks and things like that to get the best out of the engine. Okay? And so let's see here. And so we'll do that there, and we'll do that there. All right. Where's my? Let me see. Why is that not working? All right. So that shows you the type of detail and quality that they're putting in this game. They're not playing around. Ninja Theory is very detailed when it comes to when they create games. And if they're going to this expense to do stuff like that, to get the most lifelike assets, that troll moved. The way that giant troll moved, the way he was crawling, you seen his liver and shit hanging out of his body? He leaned up on the rock because he was using the rock to regenerate. And I think he was going to sleep though, because remember in the reveal trailer, right? And I might have to pull that reveal trailer up. But remember in the reveal trailer, right? where they're walking to the mountain slowly and they doing this and they creeping like this, and then that troll wakes up out of the rock. If you go back and watch the gameplay trailer, when the troll comes out of the water and he leans up on the rock, if you look at the left side of his body, his arm, you see it's all of it starts to turn into rock. As if he was either using a rock to regenerate or he was about to become the rock itself. That's how he sleeps. He goes to this rocky mountain, he leans up on it, his body becomes the rock formation. And if you look at that trailer really close, like I said, it's so much detail in that trailer. His arms and shoulders starts to become the rock. That's why when they throw the oil on him and she throw the fire arrow, when he wakes up, he snatches his arms out of the mountain, out of the rock, and you see the rock fling everywhere. It's because when he laid up on his rock, his body was starting to become the rock, itself. And then when he started crawling, all of that animation looked incredible. And if they're going, and I know Sony used this same company too in a couple of their games, but if they're going this far in terms of the details with the animation, this is going to be an incredible game. And whether you're a Sony fan, Nintendo fan, or anything, this is a must play. The first game is a must play, especially if you want to learn about the effects of mental health. All right. Yeah, the Stone Giant. I know it was something like that, Freddie. He's a stone giant. Because when I looked at the trailer, I didn't realize it at first. Because I went back because I initially saw him lean up against the wall. And then a couple frames later, when I saw him snatch his arm out, I say, how did that happen? I seen him lean up the wall. Then when we wound it back, I saw his arm started becoming the rock. It started gradually turning into the rock formation. And I was like, oh, that's why he had to snatch his arm out of the rock and stuff like that, because his body eventually, if he would have stayed there without them attacking him anything, eventually his whole body would have became a part of that mountain in a rock structure. I guess that's how they sleep, or I guess how they regenerate their body or heal their wounds or something like that. It's going to be interesting to find out how that works. But I want to move along. Hellblade looks raw. It looks nice. We got ponies out here. We got pony tears everywhere. Ponies are crying. They're making excuses for everything. We're going to move along to the Game Awards. Now in the Game Awards, I need to know, as far as the Game Awards, what was y'all favorite games? Type in the chat the favorite games that y'all seen and that y'all looking forward to. Let me know in the chat, whether it was 1, 2, or maybe 3 games. Let me know. I will tell you all the games that I was interested in, at least the games that I got to see. Like I told y'all, I was trying to watch this while I was at the police station. My children and my lady was in a car accident, and so we had to go up there and file the police report. The car was damn near turned on its side. She was pretty much driving on 2 wheels, and she had to kind of, throw her body over to the right side to get the car back on its 4 wheels. Nobody was injured. Thank God, nobody was hurt or anything like that. So I had to make sure I filed that accident for my insurance company. I'm so glad that everybody, all 3 cars, it was a 3-car accident, but I'm so glad that everybody that was in the 3-car accident came out with no injuries and everybody was fine, because the lady who ran the red light, she had children in her car too. I think she had about 3 kids in her car. I had 3 kids in my car, so, so yeah. Yeah, thank God. Yeah, 3 cars. It's the intersection where I live and where I stay in now. It's 5 signal lights. So if you're not used to the area, the way some of the signal lights are set up, you'll think the light turned green for you, but it actually turns green for another lane. And she thought it was green for her, and she ran the red light, forcing the car that was on the right of my car into my car. And they was going across train tracks too. That's another thing. This happened all by the train tracks, and they was going across train tracks. And so it lifted up the car. She was on 2 wheels driving, and they had to shift their weight back to get the car back on 4 wheels. But she said she was pretty close to getting to the ground at the time, but no injuries or anything like that. My car did sustain some damage and stuff like that, and that's why I'm main reason I'm filing a claim with my insurance company so I can get that resolved. Yeah, buddy. You know, yeah, buddy. That shit. That's scary to see. You know, when you get a call and your lady, she's shaking up and she can barely talk and, you know, crying and stuff like that. But yeah, they survived. I was ready. I didn't care about the car. I just wanted to make sure they was okay. But what I need y'all to do is thank y'all for all the prayers and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, car accidents are very scary. Very scary, man. I had one years ago, and I told this story to Z, and Z just flipped it around and ran with it. I was working at the Aller Planetarium here in Chicago. I was working in a tech department, so I'll go around any computer or anything like that. They had a Mac environment, and that's why I learned how to first work on Macs. They had a Mac environment and stuff like that, so any printer or Mac problems or anything like that, I will go around. And fix them or either exchange them out or whatever I needed to do to resolve the issue. It's a lot of science stuff and astronomy stuff and stuff going on. So, you know, they need their computers, right? And this was around the time they was building a cyberspace gallery. I don't know if y'all ever been to the planetarium when they had the cyberspace gallery. They had all these computers and big ass monitors on screen that was showing you live footage of the sun and stuff like that. I helped build and put all that together. I was up in ceilings running RJ45 cable. I was running coaxial cables, making all type of network crossover and all that shit, rollover cables. And one of the workers there I came friend with, me and my assistant manager Bob, after work we used to go out and go up north and kick it with a few of the females that used to work there. You know what I'm saying? Go up north, drinks, walk the band, chill at their crib and stuff like that. And one of the females gave me a car. She came to me, she pulled me inside of the room and she said, God. And I said, are you serious? She said, God told me to give you this car. And I couldn't believe it. I said, what? She said, God told me to give you this car. I'm like, nah, you playing. And I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. I say, no strings attached. No strings attached. I ain't got to give you no money. And I had a car. I had a car at the time. Right? I had an Oldsmobile Cutlass, 4-door. tinted windows, 412s in the back, 6x9s in the front and the back on the speakers with tweeters. I had an 800 watt amp on my 6x9s. I had 1,000 watt on my 412s. You heard me blocks away. I'm talking about blocks. When I turned my radio up, you heard me. The mirrors inside the car used to shake. You heard me blocks. I had a car, but she told me that God. Hey, who else? This ain't the drunk and high lady. Nope, this ain't Z. Z added that to the story. Z added that to the story. This lady, she was black. She was a black female coworker. And we became great friends and we had great conversations on all types of things, right? And she told me, one day she came to me and told me, God told me to give you this car. And I already had a car, right? Right. And so what's crazy, I drove to work that day. I had to leave the car that I drove with. I had to leave that in the parking lot because I had to drive with her out to the dealership. She brought a new, a Mitsubishi. I forgot what model it was. She brought a new car from CarMax, right? So I'm still not believing it. And she's looking at me smiling, laughing like I'm serious the whole way through. So she gets her new car. I'm in her old car that she said she was giving to me. No strings attached. I didn't have to pay or anything like that. Right? I'm in the old car. She drive her way. I turn and go my way back home, and I'm just driving on the road like, what the fuck? She just gave me a car. She just gave me a car. I'm driving this car. She gone home. She just gave me a car. She told me God told her to give me this car. And and at the time, I had a four-door Accord, Honda, wood grain in the inside, leather seats. Nice. It was nice. It was nice. I got 2 cars. Freddie, won't he do it? Yes, he did. Won't he do it? But I didn't know until later that car was to make an example out of me. The in-between is not important. But one day, I went and got my brakes checked on my car. I went and got my brakes done, right? Because the brakes needed to be done. I went and got the brakes done, right? After the brakes get done, I'm flying down the street. I was young back then. I'm young. I'm an IT person at the Outer Planetarium. I'm kind of manager over an inner city program that I help pilot and get funding for. So I'm making, for that time and for my age, at that time, I'm making nice money. I mean nice money. Right? I'm making nice money. So I'm kind of 2 cars in, switching up cars when I go to work. One car sitting, the other car. So the day I go get my brakes done, I don't know if you ever been to Chicago, you know where Stony Island is. I'm doing about 40 or 50 down Stony Island. I don't have on a seatbelt. I don't have on a seatbelt and none of that. So when I hit this excursion, the excursion had this big black grill in the front of it. And so I'm going like this. The excursion is in the turning lane coming. I got the green light, right? I got the right of way, meaning that my light had just turned green, but he still was in the turning lane. So he was supposed to wait and let me go past. Even though you out in the turning lane, you supposed to wait and let me go past. I got the green light. So he stopped as if he was giving me the right of way. And then as I increased the speed even more, he decided to go anyway. And so I crashed into the excursion. I had insurance on me. I don't know if I had my license on me at the time, but I had insurance on me. And when I smashed into the excursion, that's the first time. I don't know if it was a spiritual thing. I don't even know how to define it. But that was the first time I seen time slow down. Literally. Okay? Imagine going 40, 50, maybe even 60 miles per hour. You smash into an excursion with a big ass grill on it, right? And with no seatbelt on. I was supposed to go through the window. Right? I was supposed to something. I was supposed to hit the steering wheel. Something. I came out of that accident with no injuries. My body barely budged. The laws of physics states I was either supposed to be thrown into the steering wheel based on the speed I was driving at, or even forced through the windshield based on it. My body did this. That's about as far as my body moved. And I was conscious of the experience. I was that's the first time I ever, Antonio, that's the first time I've ever seen it. To see that happen and be conscious of it, to see everything slow down around you, to feel your body barely moving, to feel a presence with you in the car and have no understanding how what you're experiencing is happening is incredible. And guess what the police officer told me? Another 2 inches, the engine would have been in my lap. I'm telling you, that's how bad the crash was. Another 2 inches, the engine of the car would have been in my lap. I can't explain what happened, but at that point, that was the first time I realized that it was some higher and bigger than me in control. Because for me to not have on a seatbelt and to be looking and conscious of the experience and feel my body only go up just a little bit and come back, not even hit the steering wheel or anything like that. When people say you have people watching or something watching over you, because of that experience, I wholeheartedly believe it. You cannot tell me that is not nothing greater than ourselves. Something, another, whatever it is, whatever you consider it, God, Jesus, whatever. You cannot tell me, because the experience tells me different. And in that moment, I was probably supposed to be dead. I was probably supposed to be dead. Going that fast with no seatbelt, hitting that big ass truck with a big ass Army light grill on it. And for me to see time slow down, for me to see my body not budge, then I knew that something was in that car, reacted quickly and said, it's not your time right now. It is not your time. So however you perceive God, Jesus, well, however you want to call him, there's life experiences out here, whether you doubt them or not. I'm not questioning anybody's faith or anything like that. But I know personally that in that moment, that something was in the car with me and told me, and it's not your time. And that's why I'm here today, able to talk about it and tell you about it. Z made fun of it. That's cool. That's what he do, bro. I ain't mad at bro for doing it. But to me, it's serious, because at that age where you grew up in the household where outside of you growing up with your mother and she's on the Islam faith, but when you break away and you get old enough to figure out things on your own and you're kind of confused in terms of your faith, in terms of whether you believe in something or not, that experience told me, and whether I go to church or not, a preacher or anything like that don't have to tell me that it's a higher power existed, because I have had that experience that lets me know and that told me it wasn't my time. And I will never, ever forget that. And it's crazy because I used to see television shows where, or these shows where people will be talking about their experience, and then often you would think if they're hallucinating or if their brain is creating these experiences. Well, you ain't got to tell me my brain didn't create this. Or if it did, it was powerful enough to keep me safe. But I know something was in that car. That's the first time I ever seen time slow down. You see time slow down in movies. You see time slow down in video games. I saw and experienced that shit in real life, and it happened so quick. But I was conscious enough to follow, to be in the experience why it was happening. And maybe that was meant for me at that time, because to me that was like a wake-up call. That was like that higher power checking me on some things that I was doing prior to that to bring me back to reality. And it did. But we're going to move along. 5100, you buy 50. See, a post was about 50 pounds lighter. That might have been. Oh, so you said a big thing in the car said a weight kept me. Yo, the disrespect, bro. The disrespect. Yeah, Freddie Ray Ford Excursions is a big vehicle, bro. It had a big ass army like that was the biggest grill I've seen on the front of a vehicle, man. You can run into a building with that damn thing, but I survived it. But yeah, I'm gonna move along. I need y'all to type the games at the Game Award that y'all looking forward to. Out of all the games that were showed, what games excited y'all that y'all looking forward to? Let me know. Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Let's see what we got. Suicide Squad. Yeah, Suicide Squad looking really good. You know what? From that reveal trailer, the initial reveal trailer that they did first, the gameplay was kind of right along. It didn't look no different from the reveal trailer. Really, Hellblade 2, Esports and Gaming, Hellblade period, Hellblade 2, Slitterhead. I didn't see Slitterhead. What the hell is Slitterhead? Suicide say all of them. What the hell is Slitterhead? I seen somebody else talk about Slitterhead. What the hell is Slitterhead? Let me look up Slitterhead. Oh, this is a horror game. Oh no, we're not doing that. Let me close this out. No. I ain't gotta look at this. Let me close that. I ain't even gotta look at the trailer. Look, let me tell y'all something. I don't do scary movies. I don't watch scary movies no more. Anything demonic, horror, I don't do that. I close that tab out. You're not finna do me. Look, I don't watch that shit. Look, more power to you. Who is that with the slitter head? Sagbag. Look, more power to you, brother. I just don't allow that type of energy in my vicinity. You feel me? I just don't. I don't watch that shit. I don't watch it. I don't play it. I don't even want to look at the trailer. We're not doing that. Moving along, okay. So basically, we got Suicide Squad, we got Hellblade 2, we got Matrix. Question. I've heard two different things on this. Was the Matrix demo just a tech demo, or is it going to be an actual game? Let me know in the chat. Is the Matrix tech demo, will it turn out to be an actual game that they're working on? Because someone told me that it's just a tech demo, nothing further. And then other people saying that they are actually working on the Matrix game itself. So if you guys got any information on that, let me know. Okay, so we got Hellblade, we got Crossfire. Crossfire finally releasing in February on Game Pass. I don't think is Crossfire coming to Game Pass? I think it is. So we got the story mode. I wonder will the campaign and the multiplayer release in February? Yeah, see, Suicide King, some people saying it's just a tech demo, and then some people saying they're actually working on the Matrix game. I don't know. So Eric, Eric 83, look, brother. You're saying no, it's not coming. I can't believe nothing you say. You a pony. That's like asking J Dub about some Xbox news. He ain't gonna give me the right information. He's not gonna give me the right information. So I can't take that from you, Eric. You're a pony. I don't know if you're telling me the truth or not. Because I know Crossfire was shown at last E3 or the showcase before that with all the other games that was coming to Game Pass. So is the multiplayer dropping in the game? I don't know. I'll see. I gotta look up on it. Still got air in it. God damn it. I will look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Hellblade 2, Suicide Squad. So, and Wonder Woman. We probably won't see Wonder Woman until probably another 4 or 5 years. The last tech demo ended up being the actual game too, so I don't know for sure yet. It looked like they got something there for the base of a game. Freddie Rain said that Plague's Tale Requiem, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, Game Pass, right? Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. Both games look amazing. We got cross. Okay, all right. Forspoken look good. They say a lot of it looked downgraded, but you know people are not talking about him. About that. Warhammer 60. Okay. Esports and gaming. What? What are you? Warhammer 62 esports and gaming. Okay, he left her out. Okay, y'all wasn't excited. Y'all didn't like what y'all seen from Arc Raiders. Arc Raider was one of the outside of Hellblade 2. It was one of the most impressive looking games, and I think next gen only games outside of Hellblade 2. That joint looked amazing. All right. Okay. So you all gave me your games. So now what I need from y'all, I need y'all to rate the Game Awards show. I think that shit went on for about 3 hours. What do y'all give the Game Awards show? Let me see. Rate the Game Awards show in the chat. 8, 9, 10, 7, 5, 6. Rate the Game Awards for me. Yeah, it was quite a few. D Potter says a 7. Wow. Eric 83 says a 9. A Warhammer with the 8.0. Laughing is the cure. It's an 8. It was pretty solid. Yeah, I agree. That's where I'm at with it. Pretty much an 8. Now, do y'all? Freddie Wayne said a 10 out of 10. Cut the music. Yeah, they had to stretch the show out. I don't know why you would have a 3-hour awards, but I understand that you have to stretch the show because the categories and stuff like that, it's probably not enough categories there. At least the main categories that most hardcore gamers and stuff like that care about, to put in a show to get it to even an hour or something like that. Because usually with these awards like this, you could probably do it in 20, 30 minutes or a 45-minute show. But if you want to stress the show out, then you do, let's bring in this music, let's bring in this orchestra, let's bring in these performances, let's bring in these movie trailers and stuff like that, because we got to get people to sponsor this so they can help us pay for shit like this. Bria say 7 out of 10. Wow. Suicide says 7. Losing hour. Yeah. Scope said a 6. Damn. You guys are harsh. You guys are harsh. They lured me in for the trailer. I don't care about who wins an award. Yeah, okay, all right. I give it around an 8. Some of the content was but I'll give it an 8. All right, before I get up out of here, I just want to because I realized that I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I usually only go like an hour or an hour and a half, but I was interrupted. I just want to talk a little bit about the future of Xbox. If you are part of the Xbox community, you are in for a treat. There is so much that is coming to us, and a lot of it is coming day and date in Game Pass. And so the future of Xbox to me is bigger and brighter than ever. And don't let anyone tell you different. You see that y'all have no games mantra is gold. They don't even say it no more. When the last time somebody told y'all Xbox has no games? When the last time somebody told y'all Xbox has no games? Yeah, they don't even say it in the audio. I remember every time I got into it with Kratos on Z Show, that's the first thing he say. Xbox has no game. You know what they say now? Oh, Xbox has no Goldie or game. Well, they can't say that no more. So they say, well, they ain't give y'all none for the first 10 months. Y'all ain't had no games for the first 10 months. That Xbox has no games slogan has been dead in the mud. I don't even see it on Twitter no more. When you argue with police, they don't even say it no more. Yep, they moved on to Metacritic. And they still with the sales and Metacritics. But I can't remember the last time somebody told me Xbox has no games. Now they moved on to highly rated game or game of the year winner and contenders, and y'all got low rated games and Metacritic and all that stuff. But probably for about the past 7 to 8 years, all we heard was Xbox has no games. The future is bright, man. We got the Gunk coming out next week. We got Crossfire in February, right? We got Stalker 2 in April. We got Redfall sometime in the spring or the summer. We don't know if it's going to get pushed back. We got Starfield at the end of next year. And ain't no telling what type of other unannounced first-party or third-party games that we might get in that year. We still got games like Perfect Dark in development. We got Forza Motorsports, the rebranding of that. That we should be able to see that next year. We're going to see Starfield gameplay and all of that in the summer of next year, which should be around E3. Right? We still don't know what In Exile is doing. They working on about 2 or 3 games. Obsidian is working on multiple games. We still got Avowed, Fable, Perfect Dark. I mean, I can go on. Compulsion Games is working on a AAA game. We haven't seen that. Bethesda got a whole host of games in development that we don't even know about. There's a possibility of a Quake reboot. And sometime in the next 2025, 2024, 2025, we might be talking about Elder Scroll. Like, the future is bright with content. And it's just first party. I'm not talking about publisher deals that could have been made already. I'm not talking about third party deals or anything like that that could have been created already. This is strictly first party. Right? But Bethesda got what? A whole host of stuff. They showed up to the Game Awards and say, we finna give away games. Here go 100 codes of different games. Because we got a whole lot of stuff in that haven't leaked yet. The future is bright for Xbox, and it's bright with content, heavy content. Imagine Microsoft and Xbox fulfilling their goal of putting out 3 AAA games a year, or maybe even 4, and they all launch day and date in Game Pass. It is a bright future ahead, bots. I want y'all to get ready. I want y'all to enjoy this moment right now, because 2022 is going to be an amazing year. Game Pass ended this year strong. Damn, they just announced Sniper Elite 5 launching day and date in Game Pass and PC Game Pass. Like, these games are just keep coming out of nowhere. Among Us finna launch in Game Pass. Like, and I've never played that game, but I know it's popular. Forza Motorsport, they finna redo the whole, they finna rebrand it. Well, not rebrand it. They finna reboot the Forza Motorsport series. So it's not called Forza Motorsport 8. It's gonna be called Forza Motorsports because they're about to reboot the series and give any indication of how Forza Horizon 5 look. Forza Motorsport is gonna look super incredible. So let's only get GT7 out the door. And I think that's what Microsoft going to do. GT7 come out in March. Get it out the door. And everybody going to say, oh, GT7. into that Forza Motorsport. And look, I'm not a car enthusiast. I don't play car games like that. I might put in an hour here and there, and that's about it. As you all see in Forza Horizon. But I can say I'm happy because I know Stout, which is the homie, he loves racing games. King Blood, which is the homie, my brother from another mother, he loves racing games. AP the shooter, my brother from another mother, he love racing games. He talk about cars all day, every day. That nigga even fix cars. That nigga cold. But I'm happy for them, so I can be happy. Because if they happy, I'm happy. You feel me? If they happy, I'm happy. And they're my brothers. But the future for Xbox is bright, yo. And don't let no one tell y'all different. They can no longer tell us we have no games. Because right now, we got too many games. I got too much shit to play on my Xbox. Too much shit. And by the time you start playing the game, another game is coming out. And so you stop playing that game to see what that game is like. And then you realize you haven't went back to the previous game that you was playing because just shit just keep coming out. Enjoy this, brothers. Enjoy this. Absolutely. Absolutely. They can no longer use their Xbox as no game. We have an amazing year ahead of us in 2022. And it's going to be heavy content related. Barring no pushback or delays to 2023 or anything like that, it's going to be an amazing year of content. And hopefully 2023 is the year that we start seeing next generation only games. So we can really, really see what these systems are capable of, okay? Killer Instinct, the last thing I heard on that was Phil saying that he's trying to find a studio to do it. My guess is with all this COVID stuff going on, I guess a lot of small developers and things like that are being leaned on in terms of outsourcing and resources to help with bigger titles that these big publishers are trying to get done. So I guess a lot of these developers are gap projects and things like that. Or it could be just finding the right studio. I think Microsoft missed the ball by not purchasing Iron Galaxy. I really do. They let Amazon get them. And I don't know what Amazon is doing with them. I think Microsoft really, they had an opportunity to buy Iron Galaxy. And I think they really missed the ball on that. Because right now we could have had Killzone 2, 3, DLC and all that. But hopefully they find someone that they can bring in to give us another Killzone, because in the fighting era, Sony is kicking their ass in the fighting genre. I'm not going to cap. The PlayStation is kicking Microsoft ass in the fighter genre. And they need to, for variety, they need to do that. I don't think Remedy is going to go. Crytek, I would love for them to get Crytek for anyway. The reason why I would love for a new Rise. The first Rise was fire. The story was fire. And it's still technically one of the most beautiful games, even though it came out on OG Xbox One hardware. It still looks amazing. I want a 4K update. FPS boost to 60 frames per second. Microsoft tried to purchase Rise from Crytek. And Crytek told them no. And it's crazy because after that, Crytek started going through all those financial troubles in terms of how they was being mismanaged. And they had to actually sell off some of, I think, their divisions. So maybe Microsoft or Xbox has been in talk with Crytek. If they can acquire them and we can get a Rise 2, along with their engine technology, Lord knows 343 needs some help with their energy if they still using 2000 programming software, whatever shit is. So we'll see. Sparkling ice, zero sugar. You see that? Zero sugar. What y'all know about these? What y'all know about these? Fire. This helped me replace pop. It was PS Best Shooter. I saw Stalker 2 was like 200. I think they said Stalker 2 is like 180 some gigs. I want them to get Pearl Abyss for the Asian side. Think that studio would do well with a budget. We own the ID Tech engine now, the inventors of the first person shooter. Yeah, the ID Tech, hopefully they go over there and give 343 some help with their engine because Lord knows they need it. All right, so I just wanted to end off with that. For all my bots in the chat, we have a bright future ahead with Xbox. Be happy, celebrate. Don't never let anyone question your happiness and why you happy. They're going to ask why you happy for this if you haven't did this and that. Ignore that shit. Fuck them. Fuck them. Be happy. You are able to like something. I don't care what nobody says. Be happy. Enjoy the community. Enjoy your hardware. Enjoy the system and the people you play with. Because that's really the only thing that matter. The relationships that are created from these game communities. All right? Xbox has a bright future ahead, and you all should be excited. All right? I've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes. I didn't realize I went this long, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to shut the fuck up. I didn't even know I could talk for 2 hours. But evidently I can. Evidently I can. So I'm proud of myself. I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank for everybody for commenting in the chat, being a part of the conversation. As I always say, whether you agree or disagree with me, I don't care as long as we're creating the conversation. As long as we're having a conversation, we will always be able to learn from each other. Thanks for everyone that supported in the super chat. I really appreciate y'all. There's no Post Up without y'all. So I thank y'all for creating Post Up. You all created Post Up. Post Up didn't exist at first. But you all created. You all brought this out of me. And now I'm comfortable enough to come on this platform and just be myself there, man. And I love talking to y'all. Y'all be wilding out in the chat, but we going to continue to, man. I hope y'all continue to rock out with me. This is consistent posts. I'm going to try tomorrow, Sunday. I got to go to work. I got my schedule changed, so I'll go in a little bit later. That's awesome. But I'll still be able to give y'all content in between the times that I'm off. And just to be a little later in the evening. I had to adjust my work schedule because I take my kids to school in the morning. And the time they need to be at school is the time that I need to be at work. And so I can't, you know how that go. So Xbox is the best box. Xbox is the best box. Shout out to the whole Xbox community, man. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Continue to be safe. Continue to social distance. Continue to quarantine. It's getting crazy out here with this COVID-19 that's keep manifesting into different versions. So hope you're safe. I hope your family's safe. I love y'all. Tag Kid. See, it's always that one in the chat. I'm going to say you in the Discord, Tag Kid. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up on you in the Discord because there's always that one in the chat that every time I try to end the show, say some stupid shit. Tag Kid, is you going to be that one that extend the show a little bit longer because you want to say some stupid shit? Now, you know Xbox is the best box, huh? You know it. You know it, all right? So y'all stay up, man. I love y'all. Peace out. I'm finna pull up on this Halo Infinite and see could I beat this first boss. Also, I'm going to stream some Halo Infinite campaign gameplay. I know my brother Noah been asking me to stream the campaign for the longest. I'm going to stream some of my Halo campaign gameplay. I might do it today, but I might get past that boss first before I stream. Cause I'm not fit to be on stream and y'all watching me getting my ass kicked for 2 or 3 hours trying to get past this one boss on Legendary. So I'm gonna beat the boss first, right? Then I'm gonna stream afterwards when I get outside and I can fight the other enemies. But y'all ain't finna watch me get my ass whooped on this first boss. So peace out, man. I love y'all.